How about this for a dream swim? A stunning whirlpool. But you've got to choose the method. Do you go float or do you go feeder? Well, thanks to this all-rounder from Avanti, where it's a float and feeder rod combined, you can't go wrong. Let's talk through what you actually get, because you get a lot of carbon for your cash here. It's a feeder rod and it's a float rod. Let's talk through the float scenario first. So you've got your butt, full cork, nice winch fitting there, keep everything nice and tight. There's actually a bit of dupum on this end for a bit of grip on the end there. And this is a dolly butt. So what does a dolly butt mean? Well, this means that you can stick it in the bottom end, so to speak. First section in, take it up to a middle section. Then finally, a top kit. So that'll be a 13-foot float. All you've got to do to knock it back down to 11, take the dolly butt out, remove that midsection, it's 2 foot long, and ram it back in again. You've got 2 float rods, 11 and 13. Just like the float rod, the feeder rod can be used at 11 or 13 as well, using the same sort of bottom end of the rod, but the difference is in the top sections. So again, you get this dolly butt. Let's make it up at 13 first. So you get into this section first, the first section, ram that dolly butt straight in there. Into the midsection. Just look how strong these eyes are in this rod. Look at those. This is a rod for life. The top section, and then we get, line her up, a choice of quiver tips. There's 3 glass tips. So depending on what environment you're in, use a heavier one. If you're on a weir and it's crashing through and you need a heavier lead, use a strong one, medium one at yellow, and a nice fine one maybe for a still water in the green. But 11, 13, feeder or float, you've got a rod for any occasion. So I'm rigged up now with the 11-foot rod. It's pretty wild out here, but I'll show you the curve on it. Look at that. That is sweet. See, 11 foot, it is long enough on these intimate swims to get control. Obviously, if you want to go further out, you can just step it up into the 13-foot version. So whether you're on the Trent, or the Severn, or the Nene, like we are today, there's plenty of options. And again, you switch the feeder rod, good enough for Irish locks. Okay, I've got a take now, just dropped under, gonna wind down, hit it. Yeah, the fish. Only a small perch, kicking. But you can see from that rod, it just tamed it instantly. So much power in this rod, this float rod. Might look like a slip of a girl, nice and slim, blank, but let me assure you, it's got bags of power. Lovely progressive curve. And well, it's not a giant, probably about 8 ounces or something, but proof that the 1113 all-rounder float feeder from Avanti is an absolute must.